pressure releasing. Okay, I got you. Good. Good. Perfect. Good. Rotation, compression. Good. Good. You'll feel a nice, easy release here, my friend. Good. Relax your hips. I got you. Good. Alex, I got you, man. There you go. Good. Good. Hey everybody, this is Dr. Warren Kalkstein here at Kalkstein Chiropractic. I'm a chiropractor in Baltimore, Maryland, and I am with my coworker Alex. Alex is a collegiate baseball player. He graduated, and he's in this transition phase right now where he's heading, whether it's going to go into the private sector or directly to the Army. It's some avenue for him. He's getting ready to go ahead and serve the country in a really cool and awesome way. So really excited that I've been able to be a part of that journey for him. And in the process, Alex has been working here on our exercise floor. So his athletic background has really fitted well in with some of the rehab and the strength and conditioning and the fitness program that we do for people that come in with serious injuries, and then as we take them along that journey and get them healthy, we incorporate fitness and strength training in a safe and effective way for a lot of issues. So Alex is he's not totally exempt from injuries, right? I've really been challenging him in the beginning. Lately we've gotten away from it, but when he first started here with a fitness program, he is all legs when it comes to strength training. He's really good at squat, he's really good at deadlifting, but he didn't have the great balance between lower extremity and upper extremity. So we really put him in through a hard program in the beginning, and it tweaked your low back a little bit. This is kind of separate from what we do in the office. This is just stuff I do on the side to help out people that are going into either special forces or in the military in some way. So I've done it a couple times with some people, and I was really excited to work with Alex in that way. So going through it, I was kicking your butt a little bit, and you were kicking my butt in certain ways too, like where he had strengths, I was a little bit weaker. So it was fun. It's good for me. It's like a win-win. And in the process, we aggravated your low back, right?
We did.
Now, I know that Alex been adjusting you a couple times, and then I've seen you in the beginning. I used to see you when you came in here as a patient. How you been feeling? Tell me about your low back and where it's been and how it's feeling these days.
It's been really good. I've been focusing a lot more on how my core works in conjunction with everything while doing my exercises.
Okay.
Just being really cognizant of it and really focusing on my core more than anything else, because that was the weakest part.
Yeah, the core, that concept is a really can be complicated in some ways. Some people think core, they think abdominal, rectus abdominis, the muscles in the front of the wall, and he was very, very much back dominant when he would lift. So if you want to get a side view of me, if I was back dominant, he was a little bit more extended. And he wasn't weak in that position by any means, but when you're hyperextended in that spot and you dominate your support for the movement here and in the legs, he's still using his legs, but from a core standpoint in his low back, it can make you more prone to aggravating your lower back, especially your facet joints. So he had an aggravation in his lower back with that. I want to show you how I adjust him, how I work on his hip, his mid back, and his low back, and then and I'll tell you a little bit more while I'm working on him why we made such an emphasis on PT and chiropractic. So he aggravated his facet joints. Right? He aggravated his low back, irritation here, stiffness here, muscle spasms here, okay? I'm really good at taking care of that problem, okay? I do it all day long, all right? I know how long it takes to get it better. I know how it should respond. I know how it presents. It is something that I see 15, 20, 25 times a day, and we have great support around the office to help with it. Dry needling is really, really effective for it. Adjustments and physical therapy. Combining the three of those things is one of the best ways that I've found to naturally get rid of low back pain, and not just get rid of it, but to change the way that you move, okay? And that's what I love doing, is changing the way people move. So let me show you how one way that I do that, okay? And I'll stop talking now. Alex, come on in, man. Relax a little bit. Take some time off your feet on this busy day. They work out on the exercise floor, which is it's busy, and put your feet up at the end of the day feels good. And this is kind of towards the end of his day, his work shift. Kinesiology majors, relax here. Exercise science majors do really well in Alex's position, and sometimes just people with really good backgrounds and understanding of of sports and fitness and to get into the health and fitness world would do well in that position as well. So he's a chiropractic assistant in our office. We take interns from Towson University. We've got 2 right now that are working in that world, the assistant world that is, and then got a bunch of people that are going off. Some going to be PAs, PTs, some chiropractors in the office, feature chiropractors that help support patient operations here. So it's a very dynamic group of individuals that are in that transition phase, and some that just really stick with chiropractic assistant position and do well in it. Good. And relax your shoulders. Good, man. Easy. So I'm just palpating and I'm finding end range on the joint, and I'm feeling where he's irritated or a little bit restricted in his back. So, Alex, I got you, man. There you go. Good. Good. So a little bit restricted over this right side joint, and just the muscles a little tighter. You might be a little irritated on that right side here. I'm just going to palpate up. TL junction. Breathe in. Easy. And I rotate. Compress. There it is. Good. Look forward a little bit for me, Alex. Good. You'll feel a nice, easy release here, my friend. Good. Relax your hips. I got you. Good. Okay. Good. So a little on this knee, okay? Rotation, compression. Good. Good. Okay. There it is. Okay. Pressure release here, okay? I got you. Good.
How's it going?
Alright, almost finished. Now we're getting to kind of his problem area, his lower back, or where he had issues before. So I really like combining getting adjusted, and like when you get adjusted, you move a lot better. You feel that relief and pressure in the low back, or the joints that we work on. And the muscles around them are much more readily available for you to recruit, okay? And I find that combining like adjustments like this, full spine adjustments where I work on somebody, and then following up with really focused good PT gets quick results for problems. Sometimes, like we had somebody in here this morning with hip pain. Good. And she was actually hypermobile. She moved too much in her hip, but she got dry needling on her glute med. She's like, I've had pain in that for 8 years. And when you know you've got pain for that long, you can find some relief with it. You know what helps you. She got immediately relief with dry needling. Okay. So a little pressure here. You're gonna feel a stretch, and I'm gonna pull and adjust. Good. Come on your back. Good. Now lie on that left hip for me, Alex. Good. Rest, Alex, here and here. Okay. So a little bit more compression. There. Breathe. Exhale, easy. Good. Good. Nice and smooth. Good. Perfect. Come on your back. Good. Let that fall. Good. Relax this hip to me. Good. Almost. Let it drop there. There you go. Good. Smoother here, right to the low back. Good. That was great. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. If you had any questions, we talked about a lot of different stuff. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have questions, reach out to us on Instagram. Follow us if you haven't checked out our videos before.